Good evening. This is Nicole, and we are here today to discuss where to buy stevia side effects, benefits, and uses. And I'll be providing you some information that you need to know before taking stevia. All right. So the first question is, what is stevia? As you can see, this is a leafy plant that is originated from Paraguay, and it has been used for centuries by the tribes of Paraguay, and it has been used as skincare, as a medicine for wounds, for minor burns, for eczema, or for any other skin problem. And stevia has been used also for skincare, like I mentioned earlier, and sweetener. That's the primary use of it, and it has been also used as their medication. And yes, it has been used, for centuries already. And so far, these folks testify they're living proof that stevia is good for your body and has many many uses. And stevia is now being used in Brazil, Korea, Japan, and China. Back in 2008, if I'm right with the date, artificial sweeteners were banned in Japan because of the possible side effects that it may cause to your health. So what happened is they cling over to stevia as the alternate sugar, and it has been used for decades, and so far so good. And many have been making use of stevia, and they're experiencing many benefits from it. However, since stevia is becoming more and more and more famous, there are some concerns being thrown at it about its safety. So, there are some questions. If you are pregnant, can you take stevia? In my opinion, it would be best that you consult an expert first. But in my opinion, I'd rather not take it if I'm pregnant. It's different when you're pregnant. So I'd rather go with other sweetener resources. And after my pregnancy, then I can go ahead and use stevia, the way I want it. And there are some allegations that it can cause weight gain. um, it can damage your teeth. Actually, these allegations are not true, because stevia can actually help you lose weight, and it has antibacterial properties that fights off those bacteria that causing you cavities and bad breath. So it's really a good substitute for sugar, in my own opinion. And is taking stevia safe? It has been tested in series of tests around the world and found to be completely non-toxic. So it means that it is safe for human consumption. There was some research that steviol extract might cause mutation in the cells that could possibly, um, lead to cancer and infertility. Well, there is no long-term research to prove this allegation. In fact, animal tests has been done around the globe to see if this stevia is really safe for human. And so far, these test subjects were fed in high dosages of stevia but did not show any symptoms of cancer and infertility. So there's no really a good basis that stevia is causing the side effects. And in my opinion, I'll keep using it because the benefits of it, it can contribute to your health, outweighs the doubts and the allegations being thrown at it. Um, and Another question is, can you use stevia as sugar replacement? Definitely. Stevia is much better than sugar because it has no calories. It is 200% sweeter than regular sugar. Perfect for those who are trying to lose weight and for those who have diabetes. Speaking of diabetes, um, we suggest to use stevia for diabetic people because it can actually help control blood glucose and blood pressure. And we'll discuss that further later. And another question is why stevia is better than artificial sweetener? Well, there's a lot of reasons why you should not take artificial sweeteners in the first place. First, they are not natural. They are made from chemicals, and since the substances included in artificial sweeteners are not natural, your body might react to it. It can cause serious health problem in the long run, and it can cause weight gain. I had this research before that a test was conducted into two groups of rats. So the first group of rats were fed sweetened yogurt by a table sugar, while the second group were fed sweetened yogurt using artificial sweeteners. And the test turned out that the first group of rats who were taking just the regular sugar or the table sugar actually have a lesser weight than those who were taking artificial sweeteners. And the reason behind it is what artificial sweeteners do, it turns on your psychological appetite, and the psychological appetite is no joke. It is so strong and it's so hard to resist. That's why you will have this urge to eat more than you should be. So weight gain, gaining more body fat is inevitable when you are taking artificial sweetener. It's actually a fact, and this is not something that we just made up. um why this Just so you know, there are many types of stevia in the market today. First, we do have the refined stevia powder, and they contain very few stevia extract, and there are some in liquid form, or you can just get the dried leaves itself. um Why choose dried leaves instead of the powdered form stevia? Refined stevia powder has been stripped off of the natural nutrients that you can get from its leaves. So, instead of you benefiting from these nutrients, you were just getting it, just the partial or a very minimum amount of stevia. And I actually put up a video that discuss the chemicals included in processing stevia extract into a powdered form. And part of that is the acetone. I'm sure that you guys are familiar with acetone, right? Acetone is used for nail polish removers and for paint thinner. And this type of chemicals is being used to process stevia extract and turn it into powder. Another ingredient that you could find in a label of stevia sweeteners in powdered form is the erythritol. Erythritol is a sweet substance that can be found in fruits. Erythritol itself is natural. However, what other companies do is since erythritol is very has a just insignificant amount, it is very few. It has insignificant amounts in fruits, so it takes a lot of fruits to extract erythritol. So it will be costly for the company to use this as their main ingredient in the product. So what they do is they convert um, corn into a food grade starch. There's a fermentation that's going to happen, and that will turn into glycogen, and this glycogen will now turn into erythritol. So what you are actually thinking that you're taking natural, it's not true, because these substances that you can see from the label is actually has been processed and has been added with chemicals. And so if you're asking me why to use dried leaf stevia sugar replacement, number one, it's natural and safe. It has full of benefits. It helps you become independent from sugar, healthier. It's deliciously sweet. It contributes to your all over wellness. And yeah, when you say natural and safe, if you were taking dried leaves stevia, what I do personally is I grind it and mix it to every drinks that I want to sweeten. I even use it as a sweetener for my sauces, for the dishes I make that needs that needed sugar. And what do you mean by full benefits? The dried leaves of stevia contain essential nutrients that can help you to have a strong immune system. It has full of minerals, to improve your energy. And the good thing about it is you are taking no chemicals at all. And when you say it helps you become independent from sugar, because sugar can be addictive. We all know that. Probably that explains why when you take sugary food or you drink sugary drinks, you cannot really stop. You want for more. You're hungry. The more you become hungry, right? It's because it sends signal to your brain that you want for more. But stevia does the opposite. It doesn't give you this big appetite. It actually controls your appetite and makes you feel full. And while it's making your dishes, your drinks more delicious by making it sweet. It's healthier, definitely. Sugar has negative impacts in your body, like unstable blood glucose. It can lead to fatty liver. It causes weight gain. Um, it can give you dull skin, and yes, so many more. And it could lead to cancer, because if you have too much sugar in your body and your body cannot produce enough insulin to digest all of them, what's going to happen is uh, insulin is actually a major fighter for cancer cells. So if you lack insulin in your body, there's a possibility that you might catch cancer in the long run. And it contributes to your all over wellness. What I meant by this is it helps you change your lifestyle. And it's not only a sweetener for me. It's actually a tool that I use to help me discipline myself, become healthier by doing the right things, eating the right things, making some small changes in my food intake and all that. So it helps me not only physically but also emotionally, because I'm already free from going to sugar when I feel sad or lonely. That happens to us, right? When you're sad, uh, you tend to eat sweets to comfort yourself, which is wrong, because that will, if you will be continuing doing that, that's going to be your habit. And when it becomes a bad habit, it's so hard to remove. So it helped me remove those bad habits when it comes to my sugar intake, um, my food intake. And I'm also using it for my skin. I just made some research that stevia extract is now being added to some cosmetics, because it was found that it has moisturizing effect to the skin that prevents you from having wrinkles and dry, dull skin. And in the first place, Paraguay tribes were actually using this as as part of their skincare even before. So why use it now? So far, I'm doing good with my skincare. It's perfect. I'm using it as a toner. It's really sweet on the face, but I wash it off. I just leave it for 15 minutes, then I just wash it off. And then I use it as my tea tonic as well. Just put dried leaves in a cup, pour out hot water, and just leave it for 2 minutes so that you can actually get the extract and sip it. I use it to control my hunger, and also if I'm feeling bad, instead of eating chocolates, I just drink my tea. It makes me feel more relaxed, um, more energized, and more in control. And the next question is where to buy dried leaves stevia. Um, well, just another fact, most companies, those refined stevias in the market today, those powdered forms, they're getting their stevia supply from China. Well, I have nothing against China personally, but I want my stevia to come from Paraguay and Brazil. Why? Because this is Paraguay itself is a place where stevia originated from, and they have good local farms there. The soil is amazing. They produce high quality stevia leaves without putting preservatives or pesticides, whatever they use to produce good harvest. It's all organic. And if you don't have one, if you don't know where to get your supplies from, I would recommend this site. This is where I get my supplies from. I trust them, and so far I'm happy with the service that I'm getting and the product that I'm getting. Altogether, I can't complain. And yes, so much for. I'm so happy that I just found this amazing leaves, of stevia. It helped me a lot. Um, if I can just uh, say 100 words to explain how happy I am, of using it, the benefits that I'm getting, I would say. However, I'm just lost for words right now. And but anyway, if you do have questions, feel free to put your comments below, and I'll be happy to answer. And okay, you can also check out more videos of mine to know more about this amazing plant, and what are the controversies being thrown at it at the moment. And it has a rocky history with FDA. So if you want to know more about that, you can check my other videos. And yeah, I'll be posting more videos on how you can use stevia. You can be creative in using it, probably recipes um, that you can add stevia leaves with. I'll be putting those videos. But for now, just stand by and relax. And again, I appreciate your time for watching this video. Thank you very much. And stay healthy and be happy.